this is Arielle, and of course, I have the view of Las Vegas and Jan Bolden. We're the full house today, and I'm Arielle, and
Gina. I'm Rachel. Hi.
and of course, John. John, say your name because I'm gonna bring my Dallas co-host.
Oh, John. Yeah, that's it.
Go ahead, Empress. Back to you.
Hi guys, this is your Divine Empress, and just have an amazing time here in the Dallas Fort Worth Metroplex. Of course, we're bringing WCVM here to Dallas Fort Worth with the Divine Empress Show, co-hosted with the corner pocket of Double Dollar, known as Jay Dunn, and also my sister Kimberly Gibson, known as Doughboy G. And they're going to be on this segment talking about some amazing things and doing some follow-up discussions. So here in the Dallas Fort Worth, our aim is to bridge in local artists along with local business owners together so we can all grow and earn money profitably. Other than that, I'm your Divine Empress, and I'm going to turn it over to Doughboy G, my sister. Go ahead and sit down.
Hello.
And my amazing partner, Mr. Double Dollar, known as Jay Dunn. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. I'm going to be behind the scenes, making sure everything's happened. And today we got some lovely One Love rum punch because we're about to get lit.
Oh,
All right.
Is that
very
with,
nice.
with the alcohol?
Yeah, she said she's about to get lit. That means there's alcohol in there.
You know,
Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. How are you guys today?
Hello. Good.
Hi, tell me what's the weather like in Dallas?
It's cold.
It's a little chilly here.
It's warm here. I know.
Sunny and cold.
Vegas. It's Vegas to
Yeah.
weather.
Okay, to warm us up. I kind of want to interject on what we were talking about in the last two segments. I kind of have a flip side of that. Reason being because I was in two abusive relationships. Being that I am a female and I was with another female. So I can honestly say you get it on both sides as well, because you have some females out there that are just as bad as some of the guys. And like I try to tell people, I don't judge people. And on that note, the first one I was in it for 2 years. And when I finally decided to get out of that, I had a big fight. We had a big fight just came in from out of town, family function.
Physical.
And my daughter was 2 at the time. And she was 2, and then we came in and we had a huge fight. Like, she just came in and would just start going crazy. And that was in front of my daughter. And I'm the type, I don't like any type of violence or anything like that in front of any children, because I feel like that shouldn't be seen. Because like she said earlier, her daughter started coming up to her and like slapping her and stuff. And I can totally agree with you on that, because when my daughter would go to daycare, they would call me and be like, Miss Gibson, she's up here fighting on the kids. And so when I started getting those calls, it clicked in my head, look, I got to get out of this. I can't do that, because I don't want my child thinking, oh, that's okay to do.
Double G, are you the one who are considering a man, or you are considering a woman?
Actually, me, I don't consider what we call it stud. And the reason I don't consider myself to be a man, I'm still a woman. I'm just comfortable the way that I am.
Because I want to understand, because you said, of course, it's not just a man, it's also a woman who had that bad attitude. Because I was asking that, I think if you're the man, I think the man is the one who's a little bit more abusive than a woman, correct? Or who is considering
That's not always the case.
See, that's definitely not the case, because like if you look at me, people will think that I am a guy, and I get it all the time. I don't have that. I don't. It doesn't bother me. But like the women that I date are very feminine women, with the hair, the nails, look like you guys. So of course, seeing me, I would look like the male, and she will be the female in the relationship.
Okay.
But the thing about it is this, that people tend to think it's always the guys. It's always men abusing women, and it's not like that. You have women abusing women, which is what happened in my case. And she was the girly looking one, if I should make it plain and simple. She was the girly looking girl beating up on the manly looking girl, whatever you want to call it.
So she's the
it's
more
not always
meaner
the
one.
man.
She's the more abusive than you, correct?
Yes, she was more abusive than I was. I mean, and like the last fight that we had, I fought back because I was tired. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, and then the thing about it, and also I can also testify to this because I saw my mom go through it. So, and I said I don't never want to be in situations like that. Then I end up being in situations like that, and I'm like, this is not for me. I had 2 of them. The last one, actually, I was with her for 7 years,
Wow.
and you got it. I was with her for 7 years, and that last year, she became very abusive. And everything was fine. Like she said, everything started out fine. Everything's good, They're so sweet, so kind, and that's how it was. The same way. Just how you are with your husband or whatever, it's the same thing. Just 2 women. But that last year, I was kind of tired of the relationship, and I wanted to move around. And then that point, she began to become very, very violent. So I just saying, it's just not men that are abusive. You have abusive women out here as well.
I agree.
I agree
sometimes
too.
I feel like that's
Yes,
one.
there is
Just
a
don't
lot.
It should be one-sided.
So are you still with a relationship or did you move on?
I moved on. I was only in 2. I haven't been in any since then. And when I have been in some relationships where I kind of start noticing things, and when I notice that, if I notice that, I'm gone because I
Yes.
know I've been through it twice. I'm not going to go through it again.
Agreed.
I was
That's
not there.
how you do it. Now we're learning.
Yes,
Now we can
you learn,
spot
so
something when it's something
a
wrong, then
process.
you just get out.
Can I
Yeah.
say something?
Go ahead.
Yes.
I think as far as women are concerned, this is your year. With what's happened with all these big actors and politicians and everything else, all these abuse that women been having to deal with from little
Sexual,
kids.
sexual
harassment.
Now
Harassment's coming out.
Now is the time where you're not putting up with it anymore. Enough is enough.
Okay, you said this is our year. What about next year? What about if it's gonna change?
That's a bonus year.
that's a bonus,
Yeah, and then we're looking at a triple year and stuff.
right? Always.
I think one of the biggest problems we have will make things a whole lot better is to get Trump out of there.
No.
No.
Stay.
Okay,
Okay, hold on. Let's not talk about that
no,
part.
no.
Let's
Let's
stay
no,
with
no,
the.
no,
Let's
no,
not talk
no,
about
no,
politics. That's totally different ball game. because
you're not gonna win.
No.
Why
are we talking about
Trump?
Let's not
talk
about
Trump
Obviously,
here.
all right.
Let's just talk about
Okay,
the
no,
relationship, the badness.
Do
Okay,
you guys
no.
agree? Dallas, do you guys agree,
Okay,
right?
stop.
Huh?
Like I just kind of want to like put that out there because sometimes, all men aren't bad, all women aren't bad, and like just the same way like in you guys' relationship, you guys deal with things we do as well. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like people shouldn't just think it's just men out there that's bashing on women and doing this. It's a two-way street.
It's actually a pattern when you first started the bad relationship. You think it's good because I've been through that, but of course I'm not gonna share mine. I just wanna let other people to share there because the experience is different. Absolutely, you have a different experience. She has a different experience, and John has a different experience.
We need
and Rachel has a
alcohol.
different experience. We need
Right?
an
It's
alcohol
fun
there,
already. We
yeah.
do need alcohol. But
Yeah.
let me clear things. You're right. I have also a couple friends that's very, very abusive towards their husband, and I'm watching it like, oh my god. And in public, it's not.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as I'm a woman and I'm allowed, or I'm the only one that's getting abused. I have seen women slapping her husband in front of everybody. It's not a joke. It is very serious. There's a lot of emotional. When you go home, besides the fight that you have in public, you gotta go home and deal with the inside house fights, and then the aftermath is that at the end of the day, if you have
Right.
children, you have to think about that because your children is witnessing something really serious that would reflect them the rest of their life.
Correct. What about you, the double dollar? I mean, you're single, right?
Yes, at the moment I'm single as a dollar bill.
So, in this situation now, the conversation, are you still want to be on the relationship?
I mean, it's something that I'm not ruling out or anything. If it comes along, it has to be organic, but it's not something that I'm gonna force or anything like that.
What is organic?
What do you mean
Real?
organic?
What is organic?
Real?
Real relationship?
Non-organic, or what do you mean organic?
Say that
Say
again.
that again.
Why did you say organic? Did you say organic?
Yes,
Yes.
organic. Like
Are you
the
drunk?
relationship-
Are you sure you're not drunk yet?
He's lit. He said he's lit. See that?
No,
There's
no,
alcohol
what
in there.
what I'm
Okay, let me
saying
clear this. You said organic, meaning you want real.
No,
Real.
yeah,
Yes.
the chemistry
Real.
has to be
Natural.
something
Natural.
that
Natural, okay.
Well, that makes sense.
You just lost
I'm
time.
not gonna go looking for it. You know, it has to be something that just boom, we just click, just out of the
All
air.
right, we're gonna go to the. I'm sorry, I want to cut you off. Let's go to the fourth segment, and we can do shout out, and John can talk some jokes today, and maybe next week we're gonna have more
Well,
time.
first I need to get my foot out of my mouth.
All right, we'll be right back.
Please don't hit me.